What's up YouTube? Today we got a fast one. We're going to go over this crazy glowing effect that was in Case Walls in Trippie's new music video. It was the hottest song in the summer and it was shot and edited by, I'm guessing, Kuraki from Denied Approval. They got good videos, you should go subscribe. But it's going to be a simple one, pretty fast one. Let's get into it. Make sure you subscribe for more tutorials. And if you want me to do more underground artists, let me know. That's my plan right now. So follow my Instagram, TikTok, whatever. So this is super easy. It's just a lot of like past tutorials kind of mixed together, so it shouldn't take that long. First thing you want to do with all my tutorials, you want to rotoscope your subject. This is not a rotoscoping tutorial, but I'm going to show you how to do it real quick. Go make sure your top clip is selected, whichever clip you want to rotoscope. Go to the top right where the guy with the paintbrush is. Click that, double click on your footage, and then a new tab will open up, and then go ahead and start just coloring in your subject. Your subject will be highlighted, whatever you want rotoscoped out, and then you just kind of want to color it in. If you color too much in, hold Alt on your keyboard, and then go ahead and drag the spots that you don't want colored in, or as in selected, and it should pretty much automatically do it for you. Now go through every frame to see if you need to clean up the mask, but if not, then you should be good. So after rotoscoping or rotobrushing, you'll have an end product just like this, where you have your subject fully rotoscoped out, and now we just need to do the effects. So I'm going to do this one backwards. I'm going to add the effects first and then add him over the top, just so you guys can kind of see what's going on and you won't get confused. So the first effect we need to add on our top clip, which is the clip we see, is called Colorama. So if you look up color, AMA, Colorama, go ahead and drag that onto your top clip. Your subject will turn green. If you open up your output cycle, sorry if I'm going too fast for anyone. If you open up your output cycle and you see all these colors right here, just go ahead and increase the cycle repetitions, and it should look like this, which is, you know, this almost the same thing as the video, and a lot of people like to do this rainbow effect. So yeah. The next effect you want to look up is optics compensation. So optics compensation. Go ahead and drag that onto your clip as well with the Colorama already on. Nothing will happen, but that's soon going to change. Go ahead on and under field of view, FOV, go ahead and drag that up to about 130. 115 to 130 is fine, maybe even more. But you can see he's bending a little bit. Well, right underneath that effect, right where it says reverse lens distortion, go ahead and click that. This will happen, and then I'm going to judge by case. I'm going to increase my field of view even more, probably to right about here. Now right here under view center, I'm going to change this just to where the middle of my subject is, so it's a more overall effect and not just going to one side. So right here is fine. Sometimes I even keyframe this view center to the middle of my subject during the whole thing, but I'm not going to do that for this one, but that's an option you can do. Now pretty much almost the last thing you need to do is look up Mr. Murcury. I just type in MR, and right here under simulation, Mr. Murcury, go ahead and drag that onto your clip as well. And now you can see we're getting closer to the effect of what is happening. Now I'm not going to go and explain all of these settings, but I'm just going to tell you what these settings to change. Velocity, you're going to want to increase that. I like to use 2. The more you increase it, I think it kind of looks cooler. And the birth rate, I'm just going to increase that to 2. And now if you take a look at it to see what we like and see how it looks, we can start adjusting our settings to see if we want to change anything. So now you have something like this, which is looking pretty similar to what the video had. Some effects I would change, or some settings I would change, is the blob size, the birth blob size. If you increase that, you'll have bigger blobs. And if you increase the blob depth size, you'll have bigger blobs as well. And if we take a look at that, it'll look something similar to this. So increasing the blob size comes something like this. I like this a little bit better, but it does look a little bit different from the example. But I just want to show you guys you can mess with these settings to change something and create something unique. What I pretty much did to get this effect is I switched my optics composition and my Mr. Murcury. Since After Effects is a layer-based program, it'll render the effects in order from top to bottom. So before I had the optics compensation first, and we had this effect, which is a cool effect, but if I bring the optics composition under the Mr. Murcury, now we have more of a going towards the screen effect, which I think looks cool. Now to finish off the whole thing, we just need our clone or our subject, whatever, in front of our effect. So I'm going to select the top clip with all the effects on, press Ctrl D, that will duplicate the clip. Now on your most top effect that it just created, go ahead and take off Colorama by pressing the little FX button. And if we look at it, we'll have a effect similar to this, just how it was in the music video. And when I render out completely, it'll look something like just like this. You can also, if you have the Glitchify plugin, I don't have it on this computer, but you can put Glitchify on your subject and it'll look more like the music video. That's pretty much it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching. It was pretty fast. Like, subscribe, follow my Instagram, TikTok, whatever, and for more tutorials later.